Hello, my friends. It's again late night session, and thank you to all of you who are telling me that you are still subscribers and you are not abandoning me. And there was one lady who said that she was unsubscriber from Linda G. Comanche, and she lost 2 videos before she noticed that she was unsubscribed, but without her knowledge. So things happened. And Ronda Lesico said 7 likes, no views. Very unusual thing, but I'm not going to make any more my opinion. And R. Remington, thank you so much for giving me your advice. The link. It makes so much sense. At least I don't think I'm making up stories or whatever. So that was great. I checked that. I sent to Tracy. Thank you. I love you. If you are a man or woman, I love you. Thank you. And Wednesday, I will have a Zoom meeting with Kirsten Langston. She has a YouTube channel, Third Eye Champagne. And she's very good friend with Linda G. Comanche. And Linda introduced me to Kirsten, and we talk already. So by Wednesday, we will meet on Zoom, and it will be posted on Kirsten channel. We have a Canada Day on 1st of July, so I will be staying home. There's nothing to go to. Not like usually we were walking for nice walks and so on. And I will start answering questions from comment sections. Lani Ann, depression is, that's not a question, but she informed difference between depression and anxiety. She said depression is about past, anxiety is about present and future. Thank you. It's obvious, but it's sometimes good to refresh the memory to make the difference. Debbie Palumbo, she's asking questions from the comment section. So please, anyone who would like to send me questions, please send them through the comment sections, and I will be choosing. I have so many, and I will be answering them accordingly with my visions. So Debbie Palumbo, what do you think about the way that crown bag, whoever is new on this channel has to figure out what that means, is being handled, or lack of handling? As an answer, I saw hot potatoes. In Poland, it's common to go, when I was at school, 1 day a year we have to dedicate to pick up the potatoes from the fields. I just remember actually once going for that, and the whole bus will go to the farm. We will be pulling potatoes from the ground and singing and laughing. It was a great day. By the end of the day, we were frying the potatoes on the fire. And you were pulling them from the hot fire. It's yummy, actually. You pull that burnt skin and you are eating the potatoes. But when you are pulling, they're so hot. Now you can put them in the foil, but that time we didn't have foil, so we were just frying them. And sometimes they are too hot, you are just juggling with them and give to your friend, and they are juggling and giving to you. That's what I'm seeing as burning potatoes on a fire and then not knowing what to do with them and just juggling with them. They are hot, they can burn you. That's the way I see that Dum Dum is navigating the crown bag, and people are suffering. So I will spread the cards. Oops. Which way to do? Okay. So you can see that they are spread up. And I will pull 3 cards as an answer. And a lot of worries, a lot of anxiety because of that. People are feeling like they are outsiders. They don't have enough impact because they feel vulnerable. No one is listening to them. And some are saved. Some of them are going through it not knowingly that they even have, and they are spreading. So that's the kind of related to the hot potatoes. Some of us don't really know, and people are going through that. So that was the first question. The second one is Donna Sauer. Will Betsey DeVos get away with illegally diverting Crown back education money for public educational schools from Congress to private schools? So she was helping the private schools instead of the public schools. And I saw the answer this way. She will get away. Sorry. I don't see her going to jail, to prison. She will go different direction. She has lawyers and she will be covered. 3 cards. Will she get away? Am I correct? The Webby? Oh, I can see being this prosecuted because I see the judge having the hammer. But she will say she was doing her job and she was trying to do the best job she knew how. People were leaning on her and she tried to go as carefully as possible. Yeah, I believe that she will get away with it. Elaine Swanson, another questioner. What do you see about Pope Francis? And when I closed my eyes, I saw problem with breathing. It can be heart, it can be lungs. I know he has only 1 lung, so he is very vulnerable because of that. So, and he is not that young, he's old. I don't remember how old, but he is in the top age group. He still have a lot of goals, so we can hope that he will be doing his job as good as possible. It's stressful for him because the Catholic Church is kind of dysfunctional. He tried to fulfill everyone's expectation, to fulfill his dreams. It's not easy when you are on your own. Barbara Gregg. When will the vaccine be ready? And when I was about 5.5 years old, I was lost with my mother in the forest. We went to look for the mushrooms. That's common in Poland to look for mushrooms in the morning. And my younger brother was with us, and 3 of us, we were lost. And that day, actually, I was telling my mom, the little cat, you have to go this way, you have to go this way. And she was going opposite direction. Around 4, we went at 8 o'clock in the morning. At 4 o'clock, there was a man with the wagon driving through the forest. And we were completely exhausted. Can you imagine her with 2 little kids, not enough food, not enough water? And to be lost in the forest is scary. So the vaccine, I think, it will be still in diapers for a while. But we'll check what the cards are saying. Oh, there will be some winners. There will be some winners that will be able to bring the good, but to approve that will be not easy. So there will be a lot of probably vaccines, forests of them, but to approve that good one will be not easy, and they wouldn't know which direction to go. I know yesterday they were announcing that in Alberta, our scientists developed the first stage of the vaccine, and they are going to follow this in the tests. But it takes a while. They have to make sure that people are not dying, that they are not doing so much bad. But that card is very positive. That might mean that one paragraph will be closed and open, but to find which one is the good one, it's not that the scientists are working together as much as they're supposed to, because it's all about the money and they don't want to cooperate as much as possible. They should. Donna, it is rumor. Broom broom. You have to figure out or watch my previous video. Was investigated by SDNY, that's from New York court. Reason to remove the top guy from the office. As an answer, I saw a book being closed. So probably he was trying to close some books, but I think it was more related to Don than to him. But 3 cards. Another symbol on investigation. 2 hammers. Oh, 2 different hammers. I see that, like those judges who have the hammers. Surprises. So Donna, you might be on the right track. The friendship, maybe even with Epstein. And King of Love. So I will bring those cards and I will shuffle them so I have more cards to choose from. Yeah, there will be a lot of investigation. I wish we can go to the future and see how that will be building up. But Broom Broom, who looks like a hippopotamus, so you probably know who I'm talking about, will be 2 different courts going against him. Okay, another from Donna. Thank you. I see that you are helping me with the nicknames. Wonderful. Donna, rumor is that Branca flipped it will because she is scared of jail. I don't know if she already flipped, but I saw a chair upside down. So she will flip it. And she is afraid of jail. Everyone is. So 3 cards. Can you imagine her in jail? Especially her father-in-law was in jail. So she loves her freedom. She loves to be free. She will negotiate. Yes, you are correct. She will try to negotiate because absolutely she is afraid of her freedom. It is me, that's the name of the person who sent the question. What does 2021 look like? And, excuse me, that's allergicism. It looks like scary because I saw a tip, like, when we are cold and our teeth are shaking, when we are afraid. The whole jaws can be a symbolic of shaky things. So yeah, it will be the next year. It will be still scary. It will be something that to repair so much, we will just learn how much it has to be reversed. So the judges will be busy. Oh, they will be busy. Especially the Don will be outside of the borders or outside of the freedom. He will have a tough time and shaky tower. Yes. And there will be two groups. All those guys from Senate will be in trouble who are standing on the wrong side of the path. I would love to see Mitch McConnell in trouble because he stopped so many good decisions. He didn't allow it even to go through the Senate. Lady Day. Why is Don continuing to say the crown bag is behind? Because he wants to keep everything in a secret. It's like keeping everything in a trunk, chest trunk, So all the past, you can't go until you have the key to open. Yeah, the symbol, it was a trunk. Why he is doing this? I see a key. He don't want you to have a clue what's going on, how to, yeah. He wants to pretend that everything is great, the rainbow over the family. People are laying in the hospitals, but that's okay because he's not facing the truth and he thinks that he can still benefit for the next election if people are not informed. Diane W. Will the food chain we are so used to ever be like it was before, especially the meat processing plants? And actually I saw as a symbol of our meat plant in Red Deer. We have 1,500 people working there. There was no one sick. And I talked with someone who works there, and he said that right away they put plexiglass between them when they are eating lunches. They put plexiglass between people on the lines, and they make different shifts, like everyone is coming at different time. So there is a group of people coming at this time, 15 minutes later and 15 minutes later, and then they have lunches different time, coffee breaks. That's new reality, but it looks like they are somehow cooperating. I have to say, I'm thankful to Mr. Trudeau, what he did, because we are not experiencing big amount of people in our province. 154 people only pass away from that, and in the 2 weeks 4 people only. So whatever, he put a lid on us right away, closed the stores, and we were a few days behind if in California. But that way we were stopped right away on our tracks, not to leave the house without reason and so on, and few stores were open. But yes, he did the right thing. We have 103,000 people who were sick, but he was able to control this. So thank you, Mr. Trudeau. Angel of Justice. Yes, it is that we are talking about, which one? About the food industry. It will be what they will put, they will receive. So they have to make sure that the adjustment will be to go to the top for the money, not cheating, because it's double meaning card. And they will be worried because financially they are not benefiting when they have to close the plants. Joanne Callaghan. Will Ivanka and Jared have to leave the USA and live somewhere else? As an answer, I saw them splitting, and she's taking the kids and he's going one way and she's going another direction. And I think long time ago I said that they will divorce eventually. 1, 2, 3. But there is a trust issue between them. They don't trust each other. She is very strong. She is very strong, opinionated woman. It's all about her. So she will choose to survive and probably leave him behind her. Lady Day. Do Don really want to be a president? And actually, as I saw him like just doing that pose. I tried to draw him, and my husband was cutting trees today, so I was not even bothering him with the drawings. And I think he just wants to be a superior to everyone, but he doesn't want to do the job. He just wants to feel that he is a president. Everyone has to lean on him, everyone has to bend on him. He likes that part. Being a president doesn't mean to him to work. He just wants to have his opinion and argue with everyone. He loves to argue. So 3 cards. Does he really want to be a president? No, he wants to make his nest as fluffy as possible. He wants to look at the world from different point of view, so he wants everyone he wants to have opinion about everything that he is doing, and he believes that he is doing great job, no matter what does. And he wants to fight. He just wants to fight with everyone. But I don't think he even knows what to be a president means. It's the power. That's what he is savvy about. But otherwise, I don't think he really has a clue. He was criticizing Obama for golfing. And look at this guy. He is golfing all the time. He has the stick glued to his hand. And last night, I had a dream about Obama. And I talked yesterday with a wonderful lady who had a birthday. And she asked me how to enhance your psychic abilities. And I told her, write your dreams. Make sure everyone who wants to do that, write your dreams every day in the morning. Remember them before you get out of the bed. When you are laying on one side, don't change the side. It's a trick, but when you are laying on one side and you just woke up, think if you had the dream and if you remember, it will come back to you if you let this happen. So that's what I was telling her. And when you are writing the dreams, write them on one side of the paper and on the other, leave the place for comments. Always put the date, always put the year and what the dream was all about. you will find eventually that you were predicting some things that would happen. And I will tell you my dream about Obama. I was complaining to Mr. Obama that one of his people, it was like bodyguard, someone like that, was taking money from my purse. And I'm complaining. And I said, I know it's him. I have seen him doing this, but not exactly, because I knew that he was leaving from that, so kind of intuitively, I didn't catch him by hand, but I said, I know that I believe it's him. And Mr. Obama said, yes, we have both of you on our radar, and we want, but give me some time and this will be fixed. But we are watching him and we are watching you. And I thought, well, why me? But apparently they have to watch both of us to know what's going on. So that was my dream. I have a clue what that meant for me. But that's the beauty of it. So before you get out of bed, stay on the same side of the laying on the pillow, the same side, and think what the dream was, how you remember. And when you remember with your mind, then you can take a moment later and write it down. Dreams are funny. If you don't pay attention, you don't remember that you had them. But if you are paying attention and if you program yourself that you are doing this, I did, I think, for 2 years, but I was so stupid I didn't write the year. I was writing the dates, but never the year. So I'm telling you, year is important too. Because I knew that I predict something related to my girlfriend being sick. But I didn't know how far, how many years before that. And I was not really for a few years later doing that, so I don't remember which years that they were. But I when I was looking at that dream, I thought, yeah, that's what exactly happened. I knew about this many years before, but I couldn't say if it was even related somehow to the day that she was killed by that illness. So, yeah, and the more you will be doing, the more you will allowing yourself to feel like a psychic. But that's just my advice. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and whoever is not my subscriber, please subscribe. I have a lot of good comments, so I think I am not that bad. And thank you, everyone of you who are giving me such a emotional lift when I'm reading those comments. Thank you. I love you, every one of you, and it's my nice addiction. I have to have some, so I choose to have this one to be addicted to you guys, to doing that channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.